So let's start our intention. Let's take a few deep breaths together. A deep inhale, a deep exhale. Deep inhale. And now on the exhalation, I want you to formulate this intention in your mind. Our intention is for the current ceasefire to result in permanent peace, and that both the Palestinians and the Israelis live in tolerance of differences with fairness and justice for all. And I want you to take that down to your heart. See images in your heart of both sides living in peace, both sides happy and connecting. So hold that, send it out. Imagine the ceasefire is there indefinitely, but even better than that, that there is connection, forgiveness, and the heart leaps across the fence. Let's send that out. And every so often, I want you to look at the picture of the equipment in Russia and send your intention to that as well. So let's hold this together for a few minutes. And allow your visualizations to go where they want so that you see images of peace and connection and tolerance and fairness. And the audience out there, feel the connection with everybody who is on this call, all of the thousands of people who are listening in through live stream, through Facebook, and Facebook in the Middle East as well, Facebook in America. Everyone feel the extraordinary connection of everybody together. Psychic internet we're creating. Every so often, go back to the intention. Our intention is for the current ceasefire to result in permanent peace, and that both the Palestinians and the Israelis live in tolerance of differences with fairness and justice for all. Feel your body, feel the connection and the oneness with everybody around the world who's taking part. Focus again on Sputnik, on the equipment in St. Petersburg, as you hold the intention for peace in Palestine and Israel. Okay, everybody, let's let go of the intention, trust the process, and in your own time, come back into the webinar, into the room, into the present moment. Now, what happened to everybody who was taking part? Because we have lots of representatives from different parts of the Middle East who have things to say.
Yeah, my name is Lily Weisberger. I'm from Israel, a peace activist. I feel deeply, deeply moved, and thank you for the opportunity to share. Actually, what I saw was beautiful and innocent and kind children delivering their wisdom. I saw many, many circles of children in Ramallah, in Bethlehem, in Jerusalem, in Tel Aviv, all over Israel, in the south, in Gaza. The children gathering together and leading the way, you know, awakening the hearts of the lost children in the grown-up bodies. That was the image, leading the way back to joy, back to peace, to our really, really profound inner sanity. And it was overwhelming. It was like the walls were melting. And it was a beginning of a global movement of children, magical children of light, leading the way. It started here in the wounded place, Israel and Palestine. So now, after we are experiencing a burning period and horrendous suffering, it was like a feeling that that's the time to nurture and cultivate the new seeds of beauty, hope, tolerance, and share humanity. So thank you for that. I'm deeply moved, and thank you, Lynne.
Good evening, everybody. I'm a little bit emotional because it's really, really exciting, this meditation. And actually, I am a Circassian Muslim Israeli light warrior of freedom, which means to accept myself, honor my abilities and who I am. And I think I'm here to remind us all that peace is possible through being ourselves. What I felt in the meditation was first I saw children playing together, and their innocence and their love, pure love, was spreading all over. And what happened then, while they were spreading all over, I saw mosques and synagogues becoming like becoming one. And then I saw the earth is getting wider. Automatically the three processes, and it was wow. And I really believe that in Arabic they say La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. When something really extraordinary happens, they say like, what can it be? And yes, it can. We just really, like you said, have to go inside our hearts again and visualize more and more and more. And I just want to finish with one sentence of blessing in Circassian. To all the nations, to all the colors, to all the languages, because we have one heart all together. Ficha hashub song giseshu sigwa shukzalak agal shus faikota qfdakhu dakhage quwage sawage shnege yenim tzorsen hashirab so. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Din. Now we have our next person is White Feather.
My name is White Feather, as you said. As I'm a spiritual entrepreneur in Israel for many, many years, and sound healer around the world, and learning and developing through sound and consciousness. This is my journey. I have been in the first experiment in Jerusalem, creating music in that event and crying a lot. And this evening was, for me, it was very special because I live in the south of Israel. And I don't know if you know, or many people that are watching this, the south of Israel is was in the last 2 weeks, 10 days, it was crazy. It was like our home was shaking, the earth was shaking, it was bombing all day and all night. And most people are running into protection places. And actually what we do here, me and my partner and our 2 daughters, we're just holding the peace energy within us, because we believe that peace already exists, and it is in the quantum field and as a potential. And as I did the meditation at the moment, I was holding that potential. I was seeing my Arab friends that I met in the past few days, and even yesterday, I went to a town called Sakhnin, and I know that a lot of Israelis were afraid going to Arab places, but I didn't play part in this. And I went to visit my friends in all kind of places around Israel, and to remind everybody to choose peace again. And I feel that, and it was very, for me, it was expanding, like expanding the feeling of peace in me. because I really believe that what we are doing here and what you are doing is very important, not only for us, because this information that we are sending out, it is sent to the crystalline matrix of the earth, and the frequency of the earth is changing, and it's really amazing. It's something that we can actually measure, and this frequency is changing our DNA, and it's also going to affect the newborn that are going to come into this world, the new souls that are going to come into this world, and eventually will with us create this new world that we are all holding on in our consciousness. So I really bless this work, and I hope that you continue it and we all continue it, because we're doing, all of us, amazing work. I know that it doesn't look like this outside, but this is a real big change that is happening, a real big awakening. And we just really need to continue holding the potential of this new world of peace and love in our world. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Merfat Gantus.
Right. Okay.
I'm Arabic from Haifa. It was amazing. I feel it in all my body. I feel it in my heart, in my stomach. I saw the children all together playing, dancing, love each other. It was amazing. Their peace, their love.
I'm Michael Gantus also. I'm a psychiatric physician in residency. About this meditation, it was really like heart-opening and very like, you can actually see the peace between both sides, like between the Arabs, Jews, and between all religions, all united under one God. I saw the children dancing together, hugging each other. Even soldiers lay down their weapons. There was no hate at all.
I hope the peace in all the world.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Doran Lipstein?
I was moved and felt really connected. I'm bringing a lot of thought leaders and mentors to Israel, including Deepak Chopra, that you spoke about him 3 times. He came to Israel, Eckhart Tolle, Byron Katie, and many more. And my theme is you are the one, and you are the one, and we are all one. And what I saw in this intention practice is kids are playing at the roof of the old city of Jerusalem. This is a place where I bring a lot of people to meditate, and I always see there kids, Arabs and Jews, are playing together with pure heart, and then I feel optimism, and I know that it is possible. Also, my brother is the mayor of an area near Gaza, 2 kilometers from Gaza, in a kibbutz called Kfar Gaza. And I see the kids over there, and I see the people that lives there, that 20 years are experiencing the war as the people in Gaza. And I see their pure heart, wishing for a better future, really, really, really wanting peace in this area. So their kids can cycle with the Muslims from Gaza and really play together and really show us what is possible, not just in Israel, but worldwide. So the emotion was very strong, and I want to see it in the graph.
Great. Thank you so much.
I'm Iman. I'm Egyptian, born in Egypt. Now I live in Israel for 5 years. I came as a student in Masters in Physics in the Hebrew University. And this experiment was amazing for me because I grew up as part of the Muslim Brotherhood. And I was raised on so much negative thoughts, and to feel to try to manifest and to imagine the good feelings. What I could imagine is children from both sides having the conversations that grown-ups couldn't have, talking about emotions, talking about how they feel, what scared them, what worries them, and connecting in a very humanistic way as children, having all the conversations that, in a way, in politics we don't hear, and connecting from there and finding love and finding a common ground. This thought really touched me so much because it's where I came from. I come from this place of where I grew not to agree with the other side, and I tried to find the compassion and the love to go to the other side and to ask them about their feelings and how they're feeling. And I think this is the connection point that touched me here. And really, thank you so much, Lynn, for this. Really.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dana Miller, and I teach manifestation and creating reality and consciousness. I really believe in what we do here. Every day I send my community a few times a day messages that help them hold the picture and hold their consciousness on a better life and positive life, and that change is possible and they have the power to do the change. And I really believe in what we do, and I'm also the manager of the channel Consciousness of Love, the Facebook channel. And there we go on live twice a day, every day, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. And we meditate to bring peace and love and send love to the Middle East. Already the last 3.5 years, we're doing it every day. So it's really my mission. I was very excited in the meditation because especially after what we've been through the last week or so. And at first I felt this frequency of compassion going down on all the area. And I've seen the children playing together. I've seen my small children playing together with the Gaza children and laughter of children. And all the time they thought that my children were so scared and bombed just right now. And I really tried to send my children the opportunity to be also open to the love with all the children together and see that it's possible to be in that place.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Lynn. I'm very excited to be here with you.
Thank you.
My name is Sharoni Malkitzedek Cohen, and I'm the founder of the Academy of the Superheroes, the realization of the highest potentials of our soul destiny, which is peace and love, you know, that we all need to get there first with ourselves to do our ascension from the fear to love, and then we can do the big ascension as a group, as humanity. And I'm also the founder of the Israeli National Light Association project, and we have a community of over 15,000 light workers with us, and we're holding the energy of love and the high potentials that we have as souls on this planet, and our mission and our destiny.
Wonderful. What happened to you during the experiment?
I saw it on an energetic level. I saw like a dark energy of victim consciousness that like melting from everyone, you know, and like all the kids and also the grown up are remembering who they are, that we are divine light. We are all coming from the same source, and we look at each other and suddenly we remember that we are not enemies. We are brothers, we are one, we are the light, all of us. And we are celebrating the remembrance, and we stop fighting with each other and we hug, and I saw like we're doing selfie together, and it's like a huge awakening of choosing to stop thinking as fear and victim, and taking back our power and remember that we are all gods in a form of a physical body, and we are all one and we are all love. And this is why we came here, to create heaven on earth, and we are dancing it, and it was amazing.
Now, with some Musa,
I am good. شكرا كثير شيخ إيهاب. I a little speak English. Okay, I am sorry. I want to speak Arabic.
السلام عليكم.
سامعينك.
هلا حبيبي إيهاب. شكرا كثير لك إيهاب اللي توفر فرصة كثير طيبة هيك نحكي مع أصدقاء جدد، وبتمنى انها تستمر الصداقه فيما بعد من خلال ايهاب. شكرا. ايمان من مصر، هيك فهمت انا يا ايهاب. دينا فيك يعني جميع الاصدقاء.
First of all, Wissam Musa is calling now from Gaza. He's a very good friend of ours, and he's a director of film. He's a filmmaker from Gaza. We know him for 16 years, but we never actually saw him face to face. First of all, I'll just introduce ourselves for a moment. My name is Ora, and my husband Ihab. I'm Jewish, he's Muslim, and we run an organization that is called the Order of Abraham's Children. We raise Jewish and Arab children together. We have a chain of kindergartens in Israel. And Wissam is a very good friend of ours. And what he said was, thank you, first of all, for Ihab for bringing me here to participate. And I thank all the participants that are here, including the ones that spoke before. And I wish that the friendship will be between us, that we'll keep together. كمل وسام. أنا
اوكي. بناء على اللي تم حديث عنه اللي هو اني احلم التعايش او الحياه مع اليهودي. ايه
مظبوط.
اوكي. انا عمليا حاولت اسرح او حاولت اتخيل الامر، شعرت انه في قابليه بداخلي لهذا الموضوع، لكن بمجرد الانتقال لمرحله اني اعيش هذا الحلم لقيت ستوب، في حصار في كل شيء في حياتي بذكرني انه لا، لازم تفكر منيح في هذا الموضوع.
So when I was asked to meditate about Jewish and Arab people living together, I was trying to do that, and then something was. I had a good intention, but when I started, something stopped me.
ما عندي رفض للفكرة، بس مش قادر أعيش الأمر هذا. لأن كل مناحي الحياة. Okay.
So inside of me, I wanted to do that, but my spirit was held in Gaza, like that there's a blockage.
التقيت بصديق في تركيا قبل بضع سنوات، تفاجأت انه يهودي، فحكينا كثير عن الوضع بشكل عام، لكن اثناء الحديث تفاجأت انه كان في الجيش وخدم على حدود غزة، فصار شك عندنا، وهذا قاتل أو لا. أنا 2 من العائلة عندي تم استشهدوا، هل هذا هو شريك في هذا الأمر أو لا؟ لكن حاولت أقاوم في داخلي واستمر الحديث بيننا لحد ما انتهى.
As you can see, it's not easy for him to share this. He was sharing that once he went to Turkey and he met someone and they became friends, and he was a Jewish Israeli. And after they became friends, he shared with him that he was once in the army. He realized that he was in the army, and it shocked him. It shocked him because he didn't know if he was if his Jewish friend was part of the killing of his 2 brothers, so from his family, and he can't get over this blockage and be his friend again. It was very difficult for him.
Of course.
And the feeling that he was saying before, that he's, as much as he's tried to expand his consciousness and imagine that friendship and peace with Israel and Palestine, Jewish and Arab people, he felt that his spirit is so blocked in Gaza, on the borders of Gaza, that it just can't go out of there.
No, and it's, you know, Wessam and Ora, what we have to do is just start allowing the heart to leap across the fence. You know, there needs to be some forgiveness meetings that where people go on. I know James O.D. does amazing work with this, where he has put, you know, enemies together and had them speak from the heart. And something about opening up and speaking from the heart, no matter how raw, enables the heart to leap across the fence. I mean, he's done it with children of Holocaust survivors and former members of the, you know, the Hitler Youth Movement, and had amazing connections. And that is what needs to happen. And more of these intentions. So we will also, everyone on this call, please send an intention to Wessam to allow his heart to melt and leap across the fence.
بتقول لك انه كلنا كما يعني مع بعض هلا بدنا يعني نساعد علشان نشفي هذا الاشي. لازم اول اشي خلي قلبنا يفتح ونفتح، وكمان ينوت، يعني من ينوت بعد الجدار، يعني لازم قلبك ينوت ويمشي يفرح يمرق الحجز. وان شاء الله كلنا هلا راح يعني نحط النية شتنا انه نساعد قلبك انه نفتح ان شاء الله.
All right.
بحبك.
How did you two get together, and what happens with you?
We're together because of love. We met and we fell in love, and basically that's the beginning and the end of the story. It wasn't that that we choose to fall in love. You know, love just happens to you, and so you know, love choose us, and alhamdulillah. And this is what we do. We raise children together. We have an organization. We do a lot of gatherings of heart healing for Israelis and Palestinians in Israel, in the West Bank, and with our friend Wissam Moussa from Gaza. And we raise children together. So from a very early age, we give them the opportunity to know one another and not to hate, not to be afraid from one another.
How did you feel during the experiment?
To be honest, when I was imagining that, I felt a great pain in my chest that I could barely contain. You know, it was just very painful.
Mm-hmm. Why was it so painful?
Because of I think just because of the sadness that I have right now in my heart. It was just, you know, I could imagine that, but at the same time, it's very difficult. I just came back. Ihab's cousin, who was, we are in Jaffa, in the heart of action right now. This is where we're located. And I just came back from the house of Ihab's cousin, and she's a Muslim with a hijab. And this morning she went to work, and on her way to work in the street next to her house, there was two Jewish religious people who hit her. And it's just, I feel very sad. I just feel sad that we're not safe on the street because people from my side are attacking Arabs. That has nothing to do with war. It's just citizen. We're just people. Everyone wants to live in respect.
I'm incredibly emotional right now. It was something that was really powerful for me. I grew up in areas of conflict myself as a child, seeing a lot of people, you know, really butt heads with African Americans, and you know, I've literally like been in the middle of witnessing color wars. I've been in the middle of witnessing my own country in Venezuela be, you know, taken down by conflict and by polarization, and just everything that's happened in the last year. It's been really intense, and really feeling this with this place in Israel represents so much of like a concentration of humanity's conflict. And the fact that we're opening this up to be able to really heal at the core is so profound. It's so profound. And I feel, as we were doing the meditation, I felt like all my own emotions of intensity of the pain and the suffering of people misunderstanding each other and coming from that place, you know, to the point of, you know, killing each other over disagreements and just the insanity of that, really, in our own humanity, the insanity of not valuing human life over you know, differences of belief, right, or politics. And but in that intensity of feeling, I felt a wave come over me, Lynn, and it was like I could feel the thousands of people listening in and participating in this experiment. I can feel us all like holding the possibility of peace, despite all this history and despite all of the pain and the suffering. And that feeling, that wave was like, it felt like in the energetic field, it felt like we were all saying, all we have to do is hold hands. Doing that, it was like one by one, the thousands of people taking the time to be participating with us here, with you, Lynn, and each one build this web, this field of beauty and possibility and peace. And I felt it like a warm blanket of grace. And wonderful. I felt this grace just hold me and hold all of us and hold the possibility that peace is possible when we come from our hearts. When we come from our hearts and look beyond all the things that separate us. And I surrendered into that, Lynn. I surrendered into that grace and that holding that was all of us. All of us created that holding. And I really, my prayer is that feeling that I felt expands out to the world, that all people that have that challenge, all people that are struggling with forgiveness or struggling with conflict and polarization, that they know that grace is always there. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Maya.
I'm Danette Wolpert. I'm the founder and director of the Illuminate Film Festival. And I'm an American Jew who was raised to believe that there were just two sides and not to come from the point of view from the other side. And I've spent some time in Israel, both as a student and as a professional, actually scouting films at the Jerusalem Film Festival. And what I felt during this intention experiment was I envisioned adults, Jews and Arabs, forming circles. The borders between were coming down and we were standing over those circles, holding hands. And then I imagined Jewish families and Arab families inviting each other into their homes. And I imagined those families eating dinner together, and as if we are truly all one. We are one culture, one humanity under one God. And that was an extremely, extremely powerful visualization for me. That actually, I'm in the middle of a massive 1-week festival, right? With 60 events going on. And really this took me into this deep place of stillness, of possibility and of healing. So thank you, Lynn.
Bye, everybody. Bye.